King and King is a children's book that tells the story of a prince who has to find a princess to marry. He isn't very interested in any of the princesses he meets, but eventually he finds another prince. They fall in love and get married, becoming the titular King and King. The book was the subject of a lawsuit by two parents in Massachusetts, who alleged that their constitutional rights were violated when their son's first-grade teacher read King and King in class. The case was dismissed, appealed, and dismissed again. Since then, opponents of gay marriage have claimed that books like King and King will be used to teach gay marriage in schools if it's legalized. But the inclusion of books featuring gay people and their relationships does not depend on the legal status of gay marriage. Allowing gay marriage does not mandate that these books be used in schools, and prohibiting gay marriage does not prevent these books from being used. Teachers could read King and King in class regardless of whether gay marriage is legal. And even if it is used in schools, this isn't something to be concerned about, because this is not a dangerous book. It's tasteful, age-appropriate, and not explicit whatsoever. All it does is present a gay relationship in a very matter-of-fact way, treating it as just another kind of romance. If it were an identical story about a princess marrying a prince, nobody would take issue with it. There are far more children's stories that include heterosexual relationships, but these aren't viewed as teaching opposite-sex marriage, so why are stories like King and King singled out? The real problem is the idea that any books featuring gay people should be excluded, hidden, and kept away from children. It implies that they shouldn't even be aware of the simple fact that gay people exist and have relationships just like everyone else. This marginalizes homosexuality and attempts to erase it through total ignorance, and it favors heterosexuality by presenting it as if it were the only option. What kind of message does this send to students with gay parents, or students who are gay themselves? It treats them like something unmentionable. Excluding homosexuality means excluding them. And when children are taught that there is only heterosexuality, what's going to happen when they find out this isn't true and gay people really do exist? This is a disservice to everyone. This is what happens when anything about gay people is intentionally excluded. And this is much more troubling than a story about princes getting married. The opponents of gay marriage object to books like King and King because they present gay relationships without condemning them as abnormal, undesirable, or inferior. That is what they take issue with. Equal treatment. They want the very idea of homosexuality to be segregated, pushed out of public view, and stuffed in a closet. And that is what truly deserves to be condemned, because these inhumane prejudices do far more damage than a story of love ever could.